Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at a couple trees that I recently repotted. This little guy here, this is a portulacaria afra lilliput, and this one here I put in a rock planter, and it's just a normal portulacaria afra. So I'm just going to, like I said, I recently repotted them just a couple months ago or even a month ago, but they've grown out a little bit, and it's time to get them pruned back up and into shape. So that's what we're going to work on today. Let me set this one aside and get this one back over here. And this one here is kind of designed in a kind of a raft style, to where it kind of fell over. It was growing just in a cutting pot, and it fell over and then just started growing. So I just kind of left it at that. Maybe you can see it better from this side. But I like the root base it's got on it. And like I said, it just kind of fell over and kept growing. So, and I thought it looked really good. It's kind of gnarly looking, and it looks good in this planter. I think so. So let's see what we got here. First of all, just take some of these tall shoots down. Not going to need a whole lot. That's why I'm working on a couple trees, just to have something to do so the video's not, just a minute or two long. This little branch here is coming kind of down and towards the front. Get rid of that. And this one back in here is really just kind of growing nowhere. Get rid of that one. From the front, this one here looks like it's kind of crossing over this back one here, but I really don't want to get rid of it, because if I would cut that off, I would lose that whole top. So I need to leave that there. I've got it wired back just to kind of help form the canopy. So I think it's just going to have to work that way. Trying to keep somewhat of a kind of a flat top. We might let it dome up a little bit, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for here. And then just kind of let these kind of do what they do, and maybe, have some pads there. We'll have this layer and then go up to the top. I could probably even bend this one forward a little bit to help fill in that canopy. I think it's going to stay on its own. Guess I could use a little piece of wire and maybe hook that together to bring it up there a little bit. I might go ahead and do that. So just get a little piece of wire here, and then create a little hook on one end, like that, and we'll kind of pull it forward around this other branch, and then use that branch to hook it around the other side, and that way it just kind of pulls those tighter there and helps fill that top in. And then let it set, and it'll stay in place there over the next couple months. Yeah, I think that might just about do it. Like I said, pretty quick prune on this guy. kind of an update too, just to let you know that, you know, once I repotted it, it started growing again good. So yeah, I think that probably just about do it. So let me give you a quick spin around on this one. There's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, right side, and back to the front. And get the next one up here. So here's this one. Like I said, it's a Lilliput variety, so the leaves are really tiny on it. And I'm kind of just, you can see I've just got this pretty awesome bend in it, and I'm just gonna kind of let it cascade over there. And so anything that's kind of growing back this way, I'm gonna go ahead and prune that back. Where's that branch coming from? It's growing down too much here. We'll get rid of that one. Get this little branch coming out from the bottom. Go ahead and get rid of that. Keep the trunk clean. And these leaves that are growing towards the bottom, just take those off just to keep the bottom of that pad clean. And I think I mentioned this last time I worked on this one, but I'm trying to stay up on the pruning just so I can get this foliage pad up here just super dense. I've got some spaces I got to fill in, but it'll constant pruning, it'll branch out and fill those in. But I think that's probably going to be just about it on that little guy. I'm not sure if I want to keep this branch here or not. I think it was bugging me last time. If I get rid of that, and it just kind of comes down and swoops up, because this one just kind of breaks that look, I think. So I think I will get rid of that, maybe. Better make sure. Yep. There it went. Yeah, I think that cleaned it up a little bit. Just gives me that kind of a swoop there at the bottom. That's what I'm going for. Because with that branch there, it almost kind of drew your eye back towards the trunk, and I don't want that. I want the motion to kind of go off to the side here, so I think that helped. Yeah. Yep, that's the look I'm going for. So that'll just about do it on this one. And give you a quick spin around. There's the front. There's the left side. There's the back. Right side. And back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.